Y'all doing, world? What's happening, world? The whole world, you know what I'm saying? That's for real. That's for real. I can say that with full confidence every time I go live. I'm talking to the world because the world goes see it one way. That's my people in America, my people everywhere. I am Joseph R. Wheeler III. Christmas, y'all. Christmas. Being silly for my Atlanta folk who know. What's happening? What's happening? I'm out here early. And this is about to be part of my, I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I just start doing stuff that is required at any time of the year. But I am wanting to start doing more early ventures. And I'm not a morning person. So that's, like the only, I know, you get to know yourself if you're blessed to get older. And what I've learned about myself is not only am I not a morning person, but at the same time, I am. Now, what sense does that make? My mind doesn't want to, my body, my mind, I don't want to be up this early when it's 28 degrees when I first woke up, and now it's 32, which is still freezing. 32 is freezing. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing, literally. But I like the sun in my face coming up. And I like knowing that at 12 o'clock, when I get hungry again, I have my little breakfast sandwich I made for myself, you know what I'm saying, a little egg sandwich. And I'm drinking my little smoothie. I got my water, and about 4 hours from now, it's going to be like it never happened. I'm going to be like, I need something to eat, you know what I mean? Especially because I'm working, because I'm going to be, I'm in this cold. I got on my long johns. I got on my 4 layers, whatever it is, how many layers I got on, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready, but you're going to be ready. You're going to be really ready. But it's going to feel like a complete day. By the time it get late and the sun start going, you ain't going to feel like, man, the day was so short because it's fall and winter or winter. And it makes you feel like the day is so short. No, your day feels long when you get up early. And so that's the part I do like about it. But I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and be like, but I just love getting up early. I hate that shit. I hate it. I hate that feeling when I first wake up. But I never regret it once I'm out the door. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I never regret it once I'm out the door, and if I know it's gonna all pay back to what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? What my goals are financially and what I gotta accomplish from the work I'm doing. It's like, okay, all right, it'll be all right. Like you think about it. When you start seeing the number go up on whatever it is you're trying to reach, and you got more on the board than you normally do because you got out, like as they say with the early birds. But I ain't about to sit up here and say, I like it. No, hell no, I don't like it. Okay? Somebody gotta say it. I hate this whole, there's 2 types of people, early birds and night owls. It's like, hell, I'm both, but I'm really more of a night owl. Like, to be honest, I'm a straight up night owl. I can stay up. I shouldn't, but I do. It's something about the nighttime. I just, if y'all watch our gaming content here, Busting Pixels, I be on there late most of the time. That's when I don't know. It's just something about it. And it don't bother me to play a hyperactive video game late at night. It don't, people say you need to wind down. I mean, now I don't be sitting around watching Freddy Krueger and stuff like that. But at the same time, you could be playing that role in Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, you can do dang near all kind of crazy stuff in there. But even that, like, it's weird. Like, I won't play Mortal Kombat late at night. I won't play, what I just said, Cyberpunk 2077. Most of the time, I'm not gonna say I won't, because I will, but I try not to play it late at night, only because it's a lot of decapitating and slicing in half of pixels and all kind of crazy stuff. It can get gory, you know what I mean? As much as even if you ain't trying to make it gory, it can be gory, Versus Vampire the Masquerade, my favorite game of the year. I talk about it all the time, tactical game and everything, because the difference in that one, even though it's got implied blood splatter, implied, the truth is, most of the time it's more like, it's like Blade, the movies, Blade movies. Yeah, there's blood, gore and stuff in Blade, but not a lot. It's really like, if you think about it, whenever Blade slices a vampire, what happens to them? They turn into all these little bits of debris of fire and ash. So it's a lot of that going on in the vampire game, which is more magical, which is where my mind is at all the time. Give me the magic. You know what I'm saying? So I can stomach it more, and I don't get weird dreams, especially if I don't eat too late. That's the key about that. Don't eat too late, even if you stay up late. If you eat late, then yeah, you're gonna jack yourself up. In my experience, you're gonna have them crazy nightmares because your body trying to process food, and you trying to sleep at the same time, and it's gonna be like, all right, I got something for you. Oh, you gonna stay up and watch? You gonna play Mortal Kombat at 3 o'clock in the morning? Okay, I got something for your ass. You know. It's got folk with their head cut off and all kind of severed body parts, and you can't put some stuff on the menu too late. It ain't good for the mind. In my experience, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. If this speaks to a part of you, then add it to your health regimen, okay? Because this is busting pixels talk, but it's also ONYXCON fitness talk, so to speak. So yeah, y'all, I got up early for it. I said, you know what, man, let's get out here. Let's do the doggone thing for real today. I'm not playing. I got goals to reach, and I'm not trying. I am. I gotta stop saying trying. I try not to even say the word try unless it's really applied to something that was just a try. Because it's different when you doing. I'm doing. Okay, I'm out here doing the work into 2025. The work I've been doing, shit, man, for over 16 years now, for this thing called ONYXCON. You know what I mean? Over 16 years. See, I wanted to show y'all what I'm talking about. I be in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Somebody get in the spirit for the winter holiday. I be in the spirit, baby. I be in the spirit, you feel me? Got on my black and gold, you know what I'm saying? Got on my black and gold on the day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a mind state. It's a mind state. You gotta get yourself in the game. You gotta get hyped up. You gotta be ready. You gotta be prime state of mind. Shout out to them buffs, you know what I mean? You look good, you play good. You play good, you win good. You win good, you get paid good. All that, love it. Love it. Don't you hate when you smooth down to the end and you ain't got but a little bit left and you gotta tilt it back? We ain't doing it weird though, we driving. But yeah, y'all, it's all about the come up in 2025. It's all about the come up in 2025. We've been on the come up. It's time to show the fruit. The fruit was at that stage, like, you know, it was the mango this green that's got a little bit of yellow and red on it. That mug finna turn mostly red in 2025, I'm telling you. That's what we do. That's where we at. We show nothing but respect. We got plenty of power. It's time least not now, because it could change by the hour. Damn. Got my lip balm. Don't you hate that when you forget when you thought you had everything? Forgot that. Damn. Sorry, I'm gonna have to make a pitch stop. Anyway, so anyway, I was saying, like for real, y'all, it's a process. Like I say, if I don't see results, I'm not as motivated, and that's just natural. That's understood. Everybody, you gotta get some rest. Excuse me, some reciprocity. You gotta get some reciprocation for the energy you put out. And it's got to be worthy of what you're doing. You do a whole day's worth of work, you ought to be able to have a whole day's worth of things you need and want taken care of financially. You shouldn't have to worry about your health care costs. You shouldn't have to worry about paying back damn school loans. You shouldn't have to worry about having enough if you want to live in a home for a mortgage. You shouldn't have to worry about quality edutainment for you and your kids, for you and your community. If you don't have kids, whatever the situation, it don't matter, because I ain't got no kids, so I understand. But I'm saying, like, for everybody to get something valuable out about the entertainment we absorb, okay? You deserve that. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about living your best art life. That's what we talk about when we talk about what ONYXCON is here to do, what we really all about. And when you're not getting those results, yo, like I say, it can be debilitating. It can be depressing. It can be counterproductive. It can be the reason why you be like, man, the hell with getting up early. What change? What's the difference if I get up early? That's kind of how you get in that mind state. Or if it ain't always about the time you get up either. I mean, shoot, some jobs start at night. Some people work overnight. You know, whatever the case, whatever your challenge is, that part of you that doesn't feel like doing it because you're not getting the result you want is only natural. We're not gonna give you that BS that most, I know there's a lot of motivational speaking type folk, and I'm not claiming to be that. I mean, I might be that to somebody, and if I am, I appreciate it. I want to be that, but I'm saying I'm not claiming that title per se, because at times, hell, the motivator needs motivation. So I'm not no clinical professional in that regard, but I've had a lot of experience that would make me qualified. Put it like that, you know what I mean? So I'm saying, what I don't like is I notice a lot of people who say stuff like, you gotta get up early, you gotta do this, you gotta do. For whose life? Like, everybody's life is different, man. Just don't. I never assume. I try not to anyway, at best, to put everybody in some one box. That's why I always say what do you mean for the culture? I don't like phrases like that. There ain't no one damn culture of hip hop. There ain't no one culture of nothing. Never has been, never would be. There are intersections, commonalities, and maybe that's what they mean, but that ain't usually what they mean. Everybody uses it interchangeably with their bullshit. Hey, you do the stupid stuff I do. No, I don't. So I'm not claiming everything. I'm claiming what I do for the cultures, plural, with a S or with a Z. Yours truly started the hashtag, and I mean it. So it's a choice in everything, but I'm saying I don't want to give people the illusion that any of these things are easy to do. I'm gonna always remind people, yeah, and when you feel like I don't want to do all that, yeah, I understand, me too. But when I see results, that's when it's like, yo, I think I can make myself do anything, because I'm getting what I want out of this. When I go, this is the part I love about, what I'm talking about right now is the part I love about being in the film business. When I have work in the film business, it's usually get up early kind of work. And I love it. Why? Because I know I'm going to get paid. It's not going to be that. I mean, it can be some stuff there too. I'm going to be real. But generally, 90-some-odd% of the time, not only will you definitely get paid, but you get paid a reasonable wage. I mean, just reasonable, just enough to do a little bit more than get by, But when I'm doing what you see me doing right now, this is, you only get by if you did enough, because otherwise, miss a day doing this and ain't got nothing else coming in. That's your ass. Like, you really be caught up out here. It's really, it's do or die, literally. Work every day or you won't eat one of them days. That's how it is. So you gotta get up and go. You gotta get up and go. Is this other art life I live. But I know that the film thing and other things that I'm doing, I know that this right here, YouTube, is gonna kick in at some point. And I work for ONYXCON. I'm not just the founder and the president. I'm an employee. This is my organization, but I have to run it. I have to organize. I have to do what I'm doing right now. I have to be on this every day. And I like it. I mean, I'm not complaining about this part. Y'all make it easier. Y'all make doing all this other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with it. It's kind of easier, because when I look back and see, at least 50 people watch me, chat with them about life. Okay, cool. It's worth it. It's all worth it. And when you see that you're doing it every day, it becomes a thing. It becomes its own affirmation of success, because I've got some lives where they hit over 150 views. Yeah, people dip in, dip out, but they still had to hear me for at least a minute or something on average, because that's what it usually is. They'll listen for about a minute and then they keep on going. Some people will listen for 30 minutes or whatever, and those ones I really appreciate, because I know that's my subscribers. I know that's my people who really putting in and helping us to get where we going. You know what I mean? What's up? I see you. Where you at? Where you from? Tell me where you at. Where you from? Tell the people a little bit about you if you're still here. I don't know. I just see somebody said hi. The name is it's one of them, letters and numbers, so I ain't about to say the name, and I don't want to say nothing, whatever. I don't know. I'd be kind of leery of shouting out people who come in the live, only because I've had some weird stuff, and I've had stuff where I tell people all the time, I say, this is a grown folks channel, and people don't be watching their kids, and kids be getting on here and trying to talk and stuff. I'm like, I ain't talking to no child. Get out here. What are you doing? Like, I'll say hi to anybody, but I'm saying, like, and then the other part is, you don't know if it's really a child. Like, people are weird, man. You got grown folk doing weird stuff. Like, what the hell? You got people who's special in the head, like literally off, doing stuff on here, shouldn't even be online, So you got a lot of mess going on. So I be a little leery more and more about acknowledging. I don't want you to think I don't see you, so I will say, hey, what's up, like I did, but I don't know. You got to talk. You got to say something that makes clear sense. You got to tell me, yeah, it's so and so. I'm from blah blah blah. Name, age, and where you're from. Okay, we need all that. We need to make sure you at least you claim to be a human being, not a bot, and you up to no deviancy. If that be the case, what's good? How you doing? So anyway, I'm saying, like, when I go to, like I say, when I'm on set for the film stuff, it's a guarantee. You know what you're gonna get, and you're gonna have the opportunity to, even if you have a quote unquote bad day, somebody get on your nerves, somebody is making you feel like whatever, all the things that happen on jobs, you know what I mean? It doesn't even matter, because you're getting enough money for the day compared to the other stuff you could be doing, that you're like, you know what? I'm gonna be all right. And you shake it off. And most of the time, whatever that one person was or situation that bothered you, it's like it flies. It happens, and it's almost like it didn't happen, because everything's so fast paced, and everybody knows they gotta be where they gotta be when they called on for their department to do their part of the production, that there's no time for people to have issues. It really isn't. It's just you can't even address it. It's like you gotta keep it moving. So that is a good vibe, and I like that. I like that. And so that, and like I say, and it motivates in another way too, because I see how much work can get done with a team of people who are being respected for their talent, for their manpower, woman power, everybody's energy. That movie set energy, man, it makes you really feel that real, like a beehive, like a ant-man, like, yo, we are one. We got to get this thing done. And I like that. It shows me, it proves it can be done. Because, you got a lot of other jobs. You got a whole bunch of whack-ass people that don't want to work and all this stuff. That's a counterproductive environment. I like environments where people are there because they know they're getting paid and they want to work. That's my kind of thing. That's my kind of thing. Yeah, y'all. So, as I was saying, in reaching these goals and knowing you're working with teams that want to get the job done, that's how I feel about each and every last one of y'all who are subscribers. Like, whether you see it that way as I see it, I wouldn't expect you to as a viewer. You just, I'm just viewing. But y'all are working with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm working for knowing that y'all are going to help me reach goals for this organization. And, we in a society in America and a lot of people in the world, sometimes, not everywhere in the world, because what I learned about travelers, I was going to say a lot of people can be stingy and selfish and self-absorbed and everything's just about them and what they going to get. And, well, what do I get? What do I get? Like, some people don't understand the concept of giving and knowing that what you're getting is what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of effort that goes into just being me. It's a lot of effort that goes into me being excited to go live every day. Like, I be happy. I be literally looking forward to pushing that go live button and talking to y'all. I be excited because I know somebody's going to understand everything I'm talking about. Somebody's going to want to help us reach the goals we're trying to reach. So y'all are as much a part of the team as everybody who supports ONYXCON directly and helps me put this thing together. But mostly that's me, to be real with you. I'm not bragging or trying to act like it's all about me. I'm just telling the truth. I do 99% of the work. That other strong, very strong 1% are a few volunteers and a lot of great sponsors that kick in at different times in the year. They give funds that literally lead to plane tickets, to do vlogs, to go and travel. And when I did LA earlier this year in March, okay, that's because of sponsorship, especially. It's also because of what I'm doing right now, all kind of jobs. And even I worked on a movie set and all that good stuff, a couple of movie sets and things during the year that helped, of course. Y'all call it a 9 to 5. I don't have one of those. I got an any day now, almost any time now. So I can't call it a 9 to 5. It's more like a 6 to 6, damn. For real. Like 12 and 13-hour days when I'm on movie sets, and then the other days, yeah, it could be 5 hours, but then 5 hours may as well be 8 for the amount of work that's done between them when you're doing this courier thing. It counts everything. It counts the time at the house picking which gig you're gonna take, trying to grab it before the other people grab it so you can get out here and get to that money. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot that goes into the process. So when y'all do y'all part, watching content, subscribing, man, y'all make it so much smoother to get to the goal. So let me tell y'all about some of these goals, because I just did some graphic design the other night, and I'm gonna be using these images not only on my Instagram where I posted them first, but you're gonna start seeing them in my my edited videos. And it basically just is just a little prompt, prompts to get people to do the right thing, hit the subscribe button, start watching, start loving it, and making sure that y'all can donate if you got it. If you got anything to donate, that part too. But the main donation I ask everybody to do, that includes y'all. I want cross-pollination on all of our things in this next year, now and through forever. We have so many people on Instagram, but they're inactive. But what I notice about my YouTube crowd, y'all are active. And that's who I need. A number looks great to be able to say, we have 17,300 plus people following ONYXCON on Instagram. And that's a fact. We also have ONYXCON Music, ONYXCON Fitness, ONYXCON Outdoors, which is over 1,000. I forget the exact number, but we have at least over 1,000 folks following there. ONYXCON Rides, ONYXCON Music. I think I said them all. But the main page is ONYXCON itself. And that's the one I want everybody here who is not already on our Instagram to not only follow, but subscribe. Now, subscribe over there. It's a very simple thing. 99 cents. I didn't say dollar. I wouldn't dare say dollar. 99 cents. Okay? We're talking about pocket change per month. Makes you an effective worker. Part of the monetization nation of ONYXCON. The people who make the difference. Followers are great, but subscribers make the difference. Subscribers rock. You know what I'm saying? We need them. We need the ones who will subscribe for 99 cents. Because my new goal, and has been my goal, it ain't nothing new. It's just, I'm gonna say it's new because until it happens, it stays new. I needed to get old. I needed to get old to me because we done hit the mark. We want every last one of them 17,000 plus to subscribe for 99 cents. Do you know how much that is? I wish I could flash images in here. I have these images that I do when I go live on Instagram. I can flash the images. They gotta change that on YouTube. You ought to be able to do it. If you can do that on Instagram, you ought to be able to do that here. Come on. Y'all way better than Instagram. Don't tell them I told y'all, but y'all way better at YouTube. I love y'all in many ways. And so, like, we want to be able to take this thing and put it on a whole nother level, y'all. I want to be able to take this thing and get that kind of budget, because that's a 6-figure budget. That is a 6-figure true budget. That's literally like $17,000 every month. That's the kind of money that, what I will do with that, I'm going to tell you what I will do with that. Of course, we're going to travel. That's a given because we do vlogs. And the vlogs pay you back. People see the content, that raises your numbers. Vlogs are extremely popular on YouTube. They get numbers. You will get numbers when you do a vlog. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee on investment. It's a great return on investment for your time and energy is what I'm saying. And like I say, I need stuff that's going to make me motivated because I see a return on investment. I need that. And when I say investment, I'm not speaking like totally in profit terms because we're a nonprofit organization. I'm talking about when I have the ability. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about return on the investment is the ability to have the tools, because that's what the money is to me. It's the tools to get more done, to showcase more artists, to visit and interview more artists, to visit and expose more countries and more opportunities to share artistic experiences and values, and making clear that what we've been doing, it's like nothing changes. You just take what you've been doing and you magnify it. And that's the beautiful thing about when you start doing it on that higher level, is suddenly people start noticing it more because the production quality goes up. The team grows. It's not just me with a camera. It's like I can have some people travel with me. Like I got friends that I know would, and it wouldn't be hard to get them on a plane either if I told, hey man, I got a budget now. We're going to pay you a stipend as a contributor to ONYXCON, and you're going to be my camera person, and we're going to make this thing really rock. I'm telling you, I can hire artists, friends of mine, to do projects that help. If you know anything about producing comic books, typically you have the ones who draw it, the ones who write it, layouts, which is still, drawing process. In traditional comics, you got a penciler, inker, colorist. Sometimes there could be an artist could do all three of those things. Somebody have more, and nowadays with all the digital stuff going on, they do a painterly style. They could do it all on the computer, or they do traditional media, okay? That's a team. That's people who, you know, between looking for the next gig would want to be a part of something else, but can't afford to take those jobs if they're not solid in resources. But when we got a budget, like what I'm talking about, 99 cents a month times 12 months, and 17,300 people. Okay, like I said, we already know that's vlog money. That's also production money on comic books, movies, music, all the elements that make movies, actually. Everything I'm talking about makes a movie. You need storyboard, that's comic book, basically. We want to produce movies, too. We've already done it. Like I said, everything we've already done, magnified. We ain't reinventing the wheel. We're just taking everything we've already done and magnifying it. That's the goal. If you ever saw my films, Boss, if you ever saw Biggity, What Is It? Which was a concept, proof of concept. People in the film business know a sizzle. You know, it's like you do a short, because that's what it was, a short movie, to show the concept, to show this is what it could be. And most people who I showed that to in the biz with a lot of experience were impressed, because they knew it was super low budget, but they was like, you know, you told a story. And anytime you get that compliment, you know you did the job. Because there's a lot of people out here just put some stuff together, but they don't tell the story. We told a story. And we left you wondering what the rest of the story is, which is exactly what it was meant to be. When I had finished that project many years ago, I always had the vision that I was going to, because it's an ONYXCON project. And everybody who was in that film, including myself, with the exception of a few legends, Mr. Johnny Popwell, shout out, my man, forever. He's a legend. He worked with Cicely Tyson when he was young. He's semi-retired now as an actor, mostly retired, but he'll still do gigs here and there. You know, he'll do voiceover work, stuff like that, but he really hasn't been acting. It was him doing that for me was the first thing he had done in years. So we brought back a legend, and then we put on a whole bunch of other will-be legends. My girl Rayniqua English, remember that name, Rayniqua English, Neek. What's up, boo? Out there on Instagram, out there on TikTok, all that. She steady posts every day. She got something. She loves to do her little comedy sketch type things where, you know, people take the voice of somebody else, like, and they'll react to it. They'll act like it's them. They're lip syncing, quite frankly. They're not really talking, but they're doing the lip sync of something they found that they thought was funny. But she's such a great actress on the rise that she's got plenty of personality and facial expressions and everything. And she's a beautiful lady too. You know, fellas, trust me, you'll appreciate it. Ladies, y'all appreciate a lovely lady. Y'all like to look at each other and say, ooh, she's pretty. Trust me, check out my girl. Check out here first at ONYXCON. Look under the ONYXCON Film Festival and you'll see all my film projects plus other ones that we salute, okay? ONYXCON Film Festival, the playlist right here. And the movie is Biggity, What Is It? You're gonna see the trailer. You're gonna see a thank you video for me shouting out people for watching it. And you're gonna see two parts, part 1 and part 2. Watch both, part 1 and watch the conclusion. But she's in there and she's doing stuff. She's been on something for Tyler Perry. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it's out yet, but I know it was. Because she at least posted that, you know, she was on the campus at the studio doing some work earlier this year. So I'm very proud to know her and see her grow like that. Because when I put her on Biggity, cast her on Biggity, you know what I'm saying? She had some stuff she had already done. But I think she told me that it'd been like her first ever horror project or horror-related sci-fi type project. So I'm honored to know that, because when she become the next Sanaa Lathan, yeah, I'm gonna go on and claim that for you, boo. You know what I'm saying? She got that kind of look. When she become like that in film and becomes that it girl that everybody knows and celebrates, I'm gonna be so proud to be able to say, yeah, that's my girl. That's my Muffin. It has the name of her character in Biggity. I'll be like, that's my Muffin. Muffin was with ONYXCON first. And that's what it's about, seeing us grow, man. That's what it's about. It's about people being able to look back and say, yo, they did what? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what it's about, man. You know, that's the journey. That's the journey. And that's what we're doing. We're here to push each other's journeys through ONYXCON. We're here to celebrate the arts and put people on and be able to always look back and see ourselves that much further. And that's the problem I'm at right now. It's like, we're moving, but we should be way ahead of where we're at. You know, it's not an ego thing. It's just a truth thing. Joseph R. Wheeler III should not be sitting. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm not, trust me, before I say this, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm not some lazy dude. I'm not some, you know, I think everybody's just supposed to kiss my ass and everything's supposed to come to me easy. It don't work like that. That ain't how the world works. You got to get out here and work for everything. But I'm big on understanding and being realistic about, like I said, there is a real thing known as gatekeeping. There is a real thing known as holding people back and trying to cast people into certain caste groups and keep them down and not let them rise and not. And there's no excuse that someone is talented with a BFA and everything else I've accomplished should have to do some of the things I'm still having to do. Now, you might say, well, you just need to get a regular job in it. See, now, if you're saying that, you're on the wrong channel, because if you don't know, you don't understand the art life. When I tell you I'm in the film business, one thing you gotta know about the film business, I don't care if you work crew, I don't care if you're an actor, I don't care if you hair, makeup, camera person, director, writer, etc. This is the type of biz you have to be sustained somehow in a way that allows you to have a fluid schedule. You can't have no, I gotta be type schedule. If you got that, you're not really in the biz. Now, if whatever you're doing that's got you on a tight schedule is in the biz, okay, yeah, you know, you got a desk job, but you work at a studio or something, but you're also an actor, okay, but you're still in the biz. You're still around actors all day, and if you tell them you're an actor too, they respect that because they know everybody's doing what they got to do until they get to where they want to be. So somebody's going to probably remember, and if you show them your reel and things like that, I'm speaking from experience how I know stuff can go, they don't forget you. They keep them cards, they keep them little notes and everything. That's how our art world works. And you get a call years later for an opportunity of something that started with a handshake years back from a friend you met on set when you weren't even doing your acting thing. You was the PA like I am, or you were in an office job or something, or whatever you were doing, you know, that was not acting. But now they want you to do what they know you can do. That's how it works. But you cannot be at some job with somebody out here, you know, that other kind of gatekeeping, some little miserable manager who's mad that you got a dream and that you still applying yourself to your dreams, and they're in an environment of, we're dream breakers. Like this is the land of the dream broken and the dream breakers. We don't give opportunities to people to soar and get above the rest of us and do something phenomenal. And the sad part about that, above the rest, it's all perception. You could be happy if you like that job that's like that. All that could be a good environment if it weren't psychologically and societally a certain way. Like when I make that joke, it's like when people make jokes about cubicle jobs and how most of them are in corporate and stuff. Yeah, because it's a whole culture of somebody's at the top, everybody else at the bottom, and everybody's trying to work their way up to the top, but everybody knows they got certain levels they can or cannot get to, and they max out at some point. And some people believe in it to the point where they think they can no matter what, but then they quickly realize, no, there really are tiers to this, and there really are, depending on what kind of company it is and who's in charge, there's gonna be limits to how far you can grow. And that's with everything. You know, even what I'm talking about with film business stuff. But the difference, I will say again, the one thing I love about film business is the fluidity allows you to move. You ain't got to be loyal to one production. When hell, you can't be. The season shoots, it's over. All right, where you at next, man? I don't know. We all gig workers. I got friends who do Marvel level movies that are saying they didn't work but a couple of months this year. That's some scary shit. Because these are people who got kids and everything, families, wives, all kinds of stuff, mostly, usually. And that's some wow. I'm just blessed that I don't have no kids and no wife. I'm happy I don't. I'm happy I'm living this single life right now. It makes sense for what I'm doing. You know? I know that it's going to pay off to stay free. You gotta be free. I could be on here right now talking to y'all and get a call from somebody. Like, literally, this is how it go. I've had this happen. Like, I be on here talking to y'all and get a text from one of my people in the biz, one of my connections that gives me gigs for doing PA work, crew work. And all they're gonna say is, "Are you available?" Because this is how they talk. This particular person, but it's how a lot of them are. They real. It ain't a whole bunch of beat around the bush bullshit. You available? Yes. That's it. Details coming. My man. That's it. That is it. And literally, days from now, I'm waking up early for what I really want to be early for. I ain't got to worry about making breakfast on the way out the door. When I get there, breakfast is being cooked, fresh. Lunch is being made. I ain't got to worry about that. Dinner's being made, snacks all day. Food ain't got to worry about that. I'm on set, baby. I'm on set. I'll never forget doing the movie Think Like a Man. Was it Think Like a Man? No, not Think Like a Man, excuse me. Damn, what was the name of that movie? It had Taraji P. Henson. And it was based on a movie that it was a remake of a movie in reverse of the original plot, where basically, I think it was Mel Gibson could hear the thoughts of women. But in this version, Taraji could hear the thoughts of men. And I can't believe I'm tripping and forgetting the name of the movie now, but it's okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you know the movie. Anyway. But I'll never forget Tracy Morgan was in the movie, and this was one of the first roles, if not the first role, of something major he had done after that, coming out of that accident he had had. And surviving that and repairing his body and coming back strong. And Tracy's just a comedic genius. I love Tracy Morgan. He's always been funny. And Bruh came to set every day with one of those portable boom boxes with the Bluetooth box that, play music. And he have his playlist cranking the, old school hip hop and R&B. He'd make it lit on set. If they wasn't rolling, you would hear that box come on, music, and Tracy be walking and talking his stuff, talking his Brooklyn talk. You know what I'm saying? He'd be out there talking to us. Tracy Morgan. He came up, I never forget one day, it was me and a couple of the others, we was doing stand-in. Stand-in, if you don't know the business terms, the stand-ins are the ones that stand on the mark for the actor until they ready for the scene. When they ready for the scene, then you come by. Sometimes they get cool with you. You dap them up. It's like tagging in your wrestler, and then they go in and they do the scene, but they do all the lighting and everything off of you. So you're a very important part of the production. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy came to set that day, and he looked us all in the eye because somebody was talking, and I don't know, I don't know if they were complaining about anything they may have said. They just may have set him off. And he wasn't mad. He just wanted them to know what he thought in that moment. He said, "Yo, man, how you doing? You feeling good?" And Cat was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he looked at all us, "Y'all good?" He was like, "Yeah, man." Like, "Yo, we here with you, man. It's Tracy Morgan. Taraji P right there. Everybody here. We doing this, man. It's real shit. It's the movies." He said, "Yo, you could be anywhere today. You on set. You know what I'm saying?" And I was nodding. Everybody else was just standing still. I was nodding the whole time. Like, "Yeah, brother. Yeah, I feel you completely." Tracy Morgan said, "You on set. You could be anywhere today." That man said that because he trying to remind us, y'all know what I've been through. I could have not been here. I could have been dead and gone. But I'm on set. This is an opportunity. You don't get this opportunity if you got to be loyal to some job that ain't going to be happy that you're going to be on set with Taraji P. Henson and Tracy Morgan. You got to say, "Fuck them stupid ass little, block dream jobs," and keep open. You got to do something if possible, to keep your schedule open. And guess what? You're going to struggle because America don't like us. Not like that. They like us when we get there, when the lights are on. They like us when we give them all our art. They like us when we play these characters. They like when we show our shows of art. They like us when we sing our songs. They like us when we dance our dance. They don't like us when we trying to get there. And they realize we're like everybody else. We out here in this shitty-ass rat race. They don't like you then. Because if you bring up that you're talented then, it reminds a lot of them that they were talented too, but they've forgotten, they threw their dreams away. And they believe the hype that this is, all that dream shit, you can't, you ever notice how some people talk about that? They make it like there's two different types of, there's the majority of us who realize real life is hard and you don't get what you want. Or need, more importantly. Need. Creativity for an artist is a need. This is lifeblood, baby. This is the difference between living and dying, feeling dead, walking dead, and dying too early because you're depressed because you ain't manifesting what you're here to do, your purpose, and leaving a legacy. There's people who do that in the majority and the masses. That's common. And because they cluster together and they all got that same mentality, they can be all right with just doing it the way it goes and accepting the way it typically is. But for the few of us who understand it ain't gotta be any kind of way, there's never a gotta be about any of this. You can shape everything differently. Some things gonna be the same, true enough. Because we are the minority, we gotta face it with the minority and fight against that. We gotta fight the good fight against that BS mentality every day of our lives to get to the art that we're here to do. I say, artists are the only people in this society, they gotta wear so many hats to get to the crowns we were meant to wear. So when I'm wearing my crowns, when I'm on set, I understand the sacrifice and it's always worth it because I'll get up early every day for a job that pays me and respects me for my talents.